Okay, now let me get this right. Now, your name is Kyle. How do you pronounce your last name, Kyle?
Husflown.
Husflown. I'm sure not the first one to have ever. Now, Kyle. The word on the street, everyone's been telling me, and I couldn't believe it. But they say that you're the new representative for the Kaminsky. Boy, all names are hard to. From the Kaminsky auctions. Is there any truth to that rumor?
Yeah, that's.
So now, as the representative, what do you do?
Basically, I am the person that people regionally can email, phone. If they have items, I can either make house calls or I can ask them to send me photos, kind of do a preview of things. I think if I feel that it's really worth following up on, again, I can arrange to go out.
Now, why would someone be sending you these emails? Because they have an interest in putting them on consignment with your auction house?
Exactly.
Okay, so you go and you kind of preview it, give them an idea.
Things, and I have gotten consignments. I have the contracts. I can explain to people. I can take things on consignment. I basically work on a commission basis, and I've worked in their. They have 2 or 3 times a year. They have appraisal clinics. I was up at one in Santa Barbara a couple of months ago. Last week we had one in Palm Desert, and they consigned a lot of things. We have a warehouse just down 5 on near San Diego, and so then I transported those things. The warehouse, about every month or so, they have a big truck that comes and takes it all back east.
So can I ask you this? Have you come across any particularly interesting things that you are at liberty to tell me about?
Well, a couple of things that they're always looking for.
No. I mean a specific thing that in doing your field work that you've come across that you felt was a particularly interesting thing.
Well, yes, we did come across a signed early Calder color lithograph.
A signed early
Calder, Alexander Calder.
An Alexander Calder.
Yeah, he's famous for his mobiles, but he also did graphic art.
I see.
Sort of abstract
And so,
designs.
about what year was he famous for practicing?
Well, he worked. I'm not sure when he started. I'm guessing in the 20s or 30s. His big period of production, I'd say, was from the late 40s to the late 60s. Thing. And so this was one of the large. The owner was an older gentleman. He believed it was probably made in. It was a limited edition. It came out in the early 1950s.
Okay, so it came out there. Now, what did it look like again?
Well, his stuff is very abstract.
But this specific one that you came across, what did it look like?
It's hard to describe them. It's like anthropomorphic shapes, kind of like a mobile, but in a graphic sense.
Are there animals or people's faces
totally
or
abstract.
Totally abstract?
He never did anything realistic.
Now, has this gone to auction yet?
It should be coming up.
Is there an estimated value on it?
I haven't seen what they've estimated. His things, if an authentic one, they could start in the low thousands, and they can go up to many times.
Now, is there something that you have come across that you found interesting that has gone to auction yet?
Well, one area that they're very strong in is Chinese art. A lot of money in China today.
And so have you found a piece?
I found one of my early meetings with a client. He had probably early 20th century. It was a magnifying glass, but the handle was out of what they call kind of a clam broth white jade.
But so a clam.
A milky colored jade.
So milky colored jade.
Yeah,
and this was a magnifying glass from the early 20th century.
Yeah.
Do you know the power of it?
That's
how,
not the important thing. It was large, something like a stamp collector
about 4 inches
I'd say
diameter, or
almost 4 to 6 inches.
Okay, so around 5 inches in diameter.
It was the handle that made it unique.
I see. And do you remember any of the designs of the carvings that were on the handle?
It was it was kind of anthropomorphic. I think it was kind of a stylized animal or something. It wasn't. You couldn't define it as being like a dog or a dragon or something like that.
And so this went to auction.
Yeah.
And how much did it get?
Believe I checked. I believe it sold for over $1,000.
Okay. Then so I was wondering, do you have any background in the publishing business?
Yeah, well, I don't know. You tell me.
So,
36 and a half years.
36 and a half years. So how long did you work at the Antique Trader for all the things you did for them?
Yeah, well, that was the 36 and a half.
About 36 and a half years. And how long were you the editor of their newspaper?
Well, the Trader, let's see, that would have been from 72 to about, I'd say 92, 93.
Okay, so around 20 years that.
And meanwhile, I'd also in the late 80s taken over their price guides.
So how many price guides have you been responsible for?
I think I did a count of individual books and price guides. It was around 36.
About 36.
Yeah.
So the quantity of information that is in your head, having seen all those prices, must be astounding.
Yeah, it can be a little overwhelming, but it's been wonderful for me in my career because when you have a personal interest, as they say, avocation.